came here to play basketball. It sounds kind of silly, but and I knew the basketball coach at that time was a guy named Ed Fleener, and he was a pretty relentless recruiter. He called me all the time. I had a few other offers, but I was 6'2" and about $150 with a couple of heavy rocks in my pocket, you know, so I wasn't a real formidable athletic specimen, but I was a good basketball player. When I got here, I felt a connection. I felt the love, so to speak, of my teammates, the people on campus. That was big, and that shaped me. I was in a little bit of a fractured spot coming here. I looked fine on the outside, but inside there was a lot of turmoil going on. In April of 1972, my brother Tom was in Vietnam, and one Sunday night we heard 2 car doors slam out in front of our house, and I jumped up, looked out the window, and an Army officer and a priest were walking up our driveway, and I yelled to my dad, and we knew our lives would be changed forever. Basketball was very, very important to me. It was kind of my diversion, my therapy, getting through a very difficult time in our lives. And I'm not sure that would have happened somewhere else. I wanted to be a coach, and I got a business minor degree. I thought, okay, just in case coaching doesn't work out. I coached for 6 years, 3 years as a head coach at Marian University. In fact, I was a head coach at the age of 22. I had a number of players that were older than I was. Then I went on to coach with Tubby Smith at Virginia Commonwealth University, just tremendous experience. And then at the University of Central Florida in Orlando, where I was lucky enough to meet Mags.
When we were dating, I never knew that he played basketball. He never told me. I never knew that he was a high school basketball star, a Carroll basketball star. He's an all-time leading scorer at basketball at CU. I never knew, and I asked him, why didn't you ever tell me? He goes, I didn't want to brag. It's like, or something like that. I think you can brag. This is just amazing to me. Look at what you've achieved. And this is Dave. This is how I feel that he doesn't have to be part of a .org, let's say, to be a service. His service is promoting CU. So that's why I think he deserves this award so much. He's just Carroll.
Well, I think it started with my parents. My mom and dad were very service-oriented. We didn't have a lot of money. We were spoiled rotten with hope and optimism. And I remember watching them work for St. Vincent de Paul and help young families, a lot of times single mothers. So that made a huge impression on me.
We often joke that he's the mayor of Carroll Athletics, and it's just with his ongoing support financially, but I think even more importantly, you know, the amount of time he gives as a person back to Carroll Athletics. He continuously, you know, supports the golf outing, Toast of Pioneer Women events, you know, any major function that Carroll has, he's there, he's visible, he's supportive. But I think what a lot of people don't see is the interactions that he has with the coaches behind the scenes, and his attention and his commitment to all 23 of our varsity sports we offer at Carroll is unmatched. Whether it be emails, whether it be text messages, whether it be offering coaches to lunches. He's continuously there to support the coaches and then ultimately the student athletes, whether it be mentorships, helping with jobs, checking in on them, congratulating them on awards that he reads on GoPiles.com. He is the ultimate cheerleader, and it really drives from his passion and his love for Carroll. It's something you only see from, you know, a handful of people. I've been at Carroll 18 years, and I've been blessed to know, you know, a handful of supporters like Dave in my time. But if somebody were to ask me to give a Mount Rushmore of of those former Carroll athletes I continuously support in a variety of ways, Dave would be one of the first ones up on that statue for sure.
Many of us are moving into the fourth quarter of our lives, but we're hoping we get an overtime or two, maybe a double overtime, but you always start to think about what's next. And I see first, foremost, and forward on the wall here at Carroll Coliseum, I call it. Think about what's important in your life. You know, your perspective on really what's important as you get old. You know, make that first, make that foremost in your life, and then always moving forward.